The Nomenclature of Territorial Units for Statistics and Nomenclature of Units for Territorial Statistics is a geocode standard for referencing the subdivisions of countries for statistical purposes. The standard is developed and regulated by the European Union, and thus only covers the member states of the EU in detail. The Nomenclature of Territorial Units for Statistics is instrumental in the European Union's structural fund delivery mechanisms. For each EU member country, a hierarchy of 3 NUTS levels is established by Eurostat. The subdivisions in some levels do not necessarily correspond to administrative divisions within the country. A NUTS code begins with a 2-letter code referencing the country, which is identical to the ISO 3166-1 Alpha 2 code. The subdivision of the country is then referred to with one number. A second or third subdivision level is referred to with another number each. Each numbering starts with 1, as 0 is used for the upper level. Where the subdivision has more than 9 entities, capital letters are used to continue to the numbering. A similar statistical system is defined for the candidate countries and members of the European Free Trade Association, but they are not technically part of NUTS governed by the regulations. The current NUTS classification, valid from the 1st of January 2012 until the 31st of December 2014, lists 97 regions at NUTS 1, 270 regions at NUTS 2 and 1294 regions at NUTS 3 level, in addition to the full 3 levels for the European Union countries. All other countries have a NUTS code with a 2-letter code for a continent and 2 numbers for the country, and for the USA, Canada and Australia the states, provinces, and territories are numbered separately. There are some anomalies. For example, Gibraltar is listed as being outside the EU with the code EO21, while French Guiana is listed twice, once in France as FR 930 and once in South America as AS 13. NUTS is thus in some extent similar to the ISO 3166-2 standard, as well as the FIPS-10-4 standard of the United States. Levels. There are 3 levels of NUTS defined, with 2 levels of local administrative units below. These were called NUTS levels 4 and 5 until July 2003, but were officially abolished by regulation, although they are sometimes still described as such. Note that not all countries have every level of division, depending on the size. One of the most extreme cases is Luxembourg, which has only LAUs. The 3 NUTS divisions each correspond to the entire country itself. Level structure. Establishment. The NUTS region are based on the existing national administrative subdivisions. In countries where only 1 or 2 regional subdivisions exist, or where the size of existing subdivisions is too small, a second and/or third level is created. This may be on the first level, on the second and/or third level. In smaller countries, where the entire country would be placed on the NUTS 2 or even NUTS 3 level, levels 1, 2 and/or 3 are identical to the level above and/or to the entire country. The NUTS system favors existing administrative units, with 1 or more assigned to each NUTS level. For the NUTS regulation, the average population size of the regions in the respective level shall lie within the following thresholds. For non-administrative units, deviations exist for particular geographical, socio-economic, historical, cultural or environmental circumstances, especially for islands and outermost regions. Examples: Germany DE7, Hessen, the Bundesland as the top-level subdivision of Germany DE71, Darmstadt region, Regierungsbezirk as second-level DE7 1E, Wetterau Kreis as the third level, Asia AA25, Thailand, US 16, Kansas,